The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. It's the BYU Cougars and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Cougars offense will have the football first. The last time these two drew battle lines, it was BYU with the ethereal experience winning a close one.
And BYU took a lot of pride because they wore Utah down in that game, and they know they got to try to do that again in this one.
Yeah, and now Utah's heard about it for a whole year, and all they've thought about is payback and winning the state of Utah.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Buckmeyer. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. With the catch, it's Nacua. Got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. He goes right back to the air. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Martin. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners showing that awesome kickoff return.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. It's Martin. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Bachmeier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Utah's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And out to lead this offense is Devin Dampier. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Finds his man. It's Parker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Works the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know he's gotten the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Making side adjustments here. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air. It's Dampier. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. And they swarm him under. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to Parker. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here's a heat. And they got him.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Turns it loose deep. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
some defensive backs just have a way of feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Utes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Might have a chance. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it. These two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Off play action on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a first and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And the Utes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Utah!
This entire football team, really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. The keeper on the option. Ran through the contact. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Oh, what a move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. BYU lines up quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Bachmeier. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. They just keep firing. He'll heave it deep. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Cougars!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find some...
It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Lowers those pads.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his man. It's Bray. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Utah head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bray. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the RPO, complete. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Running inside, it's Martin. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And some room to work. Maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion. Ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Brady. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
This was a huge matchup coming into the week. Really didn't expect it to be put away quite so soon. And you have to wonder, as we look at the scoreboard, the impact this will have on the rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Brady. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. On the option, he'll toss it. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brady. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. This defense getting the job done, forcing a 4th down decision. A field goal would tie it. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes in between the uprights. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Casper. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
To the air, it's Buckmeyer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He turns that loose down the right side. Upstairs to make the catch. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Good execution by this offense. Now we need to rush, but not be in a hurry. Still got some time left. Got to move the football a long way down the field, though.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
This drive will open from the 15. The give and tick, 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 tick. Picks up the first down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
And the Utes will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They go to the ground, and he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Dampier. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first and now forcing a 4th down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Utes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.